Welcome back. Remember this? It was a kind of a collaboration bowl between Jen's Woodworking Things and me. She was having trouble with it. She sent it to me. So I turned it and finished it, and I was getting ready to send it back to her, and the more I looked at it, the unhappier I was, because while I cleaned, when I was working on it, I cleaned a lot of the bubbles because she had a lot of bubble issues with this particular resin for one reason or another. And so I worked a lot of those out and filled them with colored epoxy. The problem was, I think I rushed myself a little in a couple of places because I was looking at this and my goodness, there's places, see where I've already ground some of the stuff out. There were bubbles, and over here, there were bubbles everywhere. And in fact, I've already done the bottom and filled it with colored epoxy. So I'm going to revisit this little bowl and get it to where I'm comfortable with it leaving the shop, because right now I'm not. It's just, I can't do this. So sorry, Jen, you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Let's get to filling. Y'all saw my little jig the other day when I hit 1,000 views on one video in a short period of time. Well, it's been only another week, and I was asked, well, Billy, what are you gonna do if you hit 10,000 views? I said, I guess I gotta do a different jig. So 10,000 views. Okay, I put this in my tail vise just to hold it for a few minutes because I've got a couple of spots right there. I'm gonna mix up a little bit of epoxy color, put it in here, and then wait a few minutes for it to set good, and then I'll turn it and do some more. Yeah, I'll let that sit for a little bit, probably about 20 minutes. It should be hard enough for me to turn then, and then I'll turn it and do some more. I don't know if I've included this quick tip before, but we're always buying, at least if you're anything like me, you are too, little tools or pieces or accessories or things that come in these blister packs. They'll be on cardboard surrounded in plastic. If the plastic is flat, I save these pieces, and this is what I mix my epoxies and stuff on. And when it's full, I throw it away. No cost. No fuss, no muss. And I use the pieces of cardboard too for the same things if they're flat. Just a little quick tip. Well, the idiot strikes again. I mounted this into the cold jaws and turned some of this epoxy down. Now I've got to sand the rest of it because it's getting a little bit thin. So I'll just sand this out and then flip it around, or actually take it off and work on the inside, cleaning it out and putting new resin in. That was up to 600. I can live with this. Now I'll turn it around, finish this up out here, fix the issues on the inside. It's getting there, Jen, it's getting there. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, the side and the back are all sanded now and filled. All that looks good. What I need to do now is take this out and grind all the holes out on the inside and fill those, and I'll start on that tomorrow. Okay, back to this one. The fun continues. Okay, now I gotta sand the inside of this out. Okay. Okay, I'll let that set up for a few minutes and then mix up some more. That's the last of it filled. So I'll let this set and cure up good for 24 hours or so. And then we'll get this baby, well, not finished, because I gotta sand this all down. Once everything is sanded up good, then I'm gonna mix up some clear liquid diamonds and pour some in the bottom over mine and Jen's stickers. It's all sanded up inside and out. So what I'm gonna do now, because it got really thin, sanding it up from where I got that catch, I'm gonna put mine, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put mine and Jen's sticker on the bottom, and then pour a thin layer of liquid diamonds in here, and then paint the outside with liquid diamonds as well. Let that cure for, I don't know, however long it takes, and then I'll turn it over and I'll paint the inside with liquid diamonds as well. Okay, I just wiped this whole thing down with denatured alcohol to get any residual dust off. It's gonna look fine when I get the liquid diamonds on it, so I'll let this sit overnight to make sure it gets good and dry. And then I'll put mine in gent stickers on the bottom here and cover it with liquid diamonds inside and out. I think it's gonna look fine. Okay, I got the stickers on. Dates burn in. Mixed me up some liquid diamonds. And for the time being, it's very singer-like. It's very Bublé. You know, like, never mind. Sorry, couldn't help it. It's full of Bublés. That'll do, donkey, that'll do. I think I'm going to do about 150 grams. That should be enough. I'm just going to paint a thin coat around the outside. There's 100 grams. Now we put 50 grams of part 2, which is the hardener, or part B, I should say. I don't know if I've told y'all, but I really like liquid diamonds. Have I mentioned that before? Alumilite has its place, don't get me wrong. I like it too. But my go-to is liquid diamonds. Hint, hint, liquid diamonds. I think that's been mixed enough. With liquid diamonds, you just mix it. It becomes cloudy when you mix the two together. And when you just stir it and stir it and stir it, it says a certain number of minutes, but I've found as long as you make sure the edges are scraped real well and you stir it well, you stir it until it's clear again, completely clear. You're going to have some fine bubbles in it still, but those will go away. So just stir it until it's back to clear. Billy, you put this on a Lazy Susan. Why are you turning the bowl on the stand? Turn the Lazy Susan, you idiot. One of the things I really like about liquid diamonds is the fact that it's self-leveling. Okay. I mixed up a little too much, but I'd rather have a little extra and have to toss some than not have enough. This may actually take 2 coats to do the outside because this is soaking in places as well. All right, I'm done for the day. Okay, that should do it for the outside. I'm hoping everything that's absorbed is gonna absorb and it's all gonna be on the surface now. So when this dries, I will turn it over, trim the drippings or sand the drippings down from the lip, and then I'll do the inside of the bowl. Okay, time to mix up a little more resin and paint the inside. And of course I forgot to hit record. I've got a thin layer of resin down in here. Want to pop the bubbles with the heat gun. I'm all but positive that I'm going to have to do one more coat on here because I did the outside. It took 2. This one's going to take 2 as well, because some of that fresh sanded wood is going to absorb a lot of that resin. I can see some of it has already. And now we wait. Tomorrow morning I'll do one more coat on this and we'll be done with it, I'm hoping. Okay, I'm really hoping that this is the last time I have to mess with this. I've roughed this up a little. It's soaked in several places. I'm hoping it's soaked in enough that just one more coat will fix it. I hope. 150 grams. This time it is grams, it's not grains. And now we wait. And here it is, redone. All nice and shiny. It's not perfect by any stretch, but that's about as good as I can get it without spending hours and hours and more hours and hours and hours on it. So here it comes, Jen. Mine and your stickers on the bottom coming back to you. Finally. Overall, it's not too bad. So thanks for watching again. I really appreciate it. Please like, share, you know the drill, all that social media stuff. In case I didn't say it earlier, I'll put a link to Jen turning that bowl up here initially when she was working on it, and you'll see a link to my first attempt at this bowl at the end. It'll come up. I really appreciate you watching, folks. If you'd like to help support the Missy Studio in any way, you can go to my website right here and order things that I've turned, or Messy Studio t-shirts or coffee mugs. On my YouTube homepage there's a PayPal donate button, even if you want to go that route. Any support I get is very much appreciated. It will help me and does help me continue to buy the resin for the projects that I use resin in, and apparently y'all want to see more of that, so I'm gonna need more resin, but that's okay. I like doing resin. I won't do solid resin like some channels, but I'll mix it up. Oh, don't forget, go to wax use this URL, use this address, and go to axewoodpaste.com and use the code Billy10 to get your 10% discount off your Axe abrasive and polish and restoring paste kit. It's good stuff. You see me use it all the time. Thanks. And again, we ramble. That's me. I like to talk. That's why I was an educator for so long. My next project is already in the works. It's the piece that I'm putting together. I got 2 pieces of river platter, if you will, walnut and blue resin from Doug, and I got a really nice tall ring of Cocobolo from Rich, the Beard Time 16. I'm putting those together, and I'm going to turn some sort of a bowl out of them. I'm going to have to hold them together with resin, and we'll see how that goes. So y'all y'all pray that it goes well. Because I am. Thanks again for watching. Y'all come back.